Stephen Bassett, the only registered lobbyist of Washington, is urging the federal government to recognize an alien presence interacting with the human species. He is convinced that the U.S. government is in possession of UFO technology, and it is only a matter of time before the president reveals to the American people that we are not alone. He believes that UFO disclosure would eventually confirm the extraterrestrials' presence on Earth. The Paradigm Research Group, led by Stephen Bassett, was established in 1996 to eliminate a government-imposed embargo on the disclosure of information about events that may be related to extraterrestrial-related phenomena. He has spoken to audiences around the world about the implications of formal disclosure by world governments of an extraterrestrial presence engaging the human race and given over 1,200 radio and television interviews. At the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., Bassett's PRG organized a citizen hearing on disclosure in 2013. Two political initiatives were introduced by PRG in Washington, D.C. in November 2014. Regarding the issue of the alien presence during the 2016 election, Bassett considered May 2022 congressional UAP hearing, which happened first time in more than 50 years, to be a significant moment. He had spent more than 25 years lobbying Congress and the administration to stop laughing at the UFO issue as DC's first officially registered UFO lobbyist, despite being pleased that Congress was willing to have a public hearing. He asserts that the administration is still holding much greater secrets, and he will not relent in his pursuit of information until the White House provides a full accounting. He asks, "What is disclosure?" The President of the United States will publicly confirm the extraterrestrial presence is in fact real. We are not alone in the universe. In the 1990s, Bassett read a canonical work of UFO research, Abduction, by Harvard professor John Mack. In 1996, he made more than 3,000-mile trek from his home in San Luis Obispo, California, to the Program for Extraordinary Experience Research's offices in Boston, after securing a volunteer position with Mack's organization. Early in 1996, he claimed that the citizen UFO activists had amassed enough evidence to prove the extraterrestrial presence. After spending 5 months in Boston, he relocated to the Washington, D.C. region, where he established Paradigm Research Group. Later, he submitted his lobbying registration paperwork to Congress, which said that he would be advocating for both formal government recognition of an alien presence as well as public hearings on UFO matters. The press could not get enough of Bassett, but officials had no interest in speaking with him. Journalists began contacting the first ever UFO lobbyist in Washington after his lobbying registration forms were made public. In 2007, he stated to the Montgomery County Sentinel, "It is not about lights in the sky. It relates to lying on the ground." In May 2017, Bassett conducted a lengthy interview in Moscow for REN TV, one of Russia's most popular networks with 500 stations and 120 million viewers. In the full interview, Bassett covered a broad range of topics, including various considerations that might prompt Russian President Vladimir Putin to make the first formal acknowledgement by a head of state regarding an extraterrestrial presence engaging the human race. The PRG researchers claimed they know the reasons why the U.S. authorities are hiding information about UFOs. According to them, the entire world economy will collapse if the UFO data is disclosed. Bassett added that all so-called flying saucers do not use oil, gasoline, gas, or coal. Some programs have been removed from the jurisdiction of the White House and Congress and are working somewhere very, very deep, in a hidden mode. I assure you, when the head of state finally officially admits this fact and presents evidence, people will start to worry and want to know more. In 2019, Bassett's PRG organization hired Teresa Tyndall, another registered federal lobbyist, who is also fighting for greater transparency about UFOs. Like Bassett, Tyndall is convinced that extraterrestrials are visiting Earth and interacting with humans. She has been a MUFON member and field investigator for 9 years, and is currently the MUFON Maryland State Director. Bassett is beginning a new project in an effort to put pressure on Washington to confirm the presence of aliens. He has partnered with a Hollywood production company to produce a web series that will be available for streaming and will feature interviews and analyses about UFOs and extraterrestrial life. From studios in Glendale, California, and the National Press Building in Washington, D.C. He hopes that the exposure he gets from the project will help him have more opportunities in Congress. It is going to get me access to individuals and also probably much more media coverage, Bassett said.